The book, How to Make Millions from Apps, will share with you the secrets of how you can create apps with no programming, coding, or design experience. I'll even share with you the little known secret of how you can create apps for free. This and so much more. I've even included over $128 worth of free bonuses and resources that include my app creation blueprint. This is what I use and it's what I've built my entire app business on. And I'll share with you a little secret. I've got over 150 apps in my app portfolio, and it's growing on multiple platforms every single month. And all this with no programming, coding, or design experience. And you might be thinking, hey, I've got a really limited budget. I can share with you how to capitalize on your limited budget and publish an app that makes money. So if you really want to know these secrets, How to Make Millions from Apps is the book that's going to expose all these secrets and make it so simple for you to succeed at creating an app. So a question I get all the time is, Ben, how do I make my app more visible? So let's go through some of the fundamental ways you can make your app more visible. It's not as hard as you think. It doesn't cost as much money as you think. There's ways to do it cheaply, and there's ways to make, there's ways to spend money doing it. But you've got to look at the benefit of, okay, if I can get 10,000 or 20,000 people to download my app, what's that worth to me? Have you monetized your app? If you're getting people to download your app, how can you make the money back you're spending on advertising? And to be honest, one of the ways you may do that is by having ads turned on in your app. You may not always want to have ads turned on, but you may start with that just because that's how you're getting people, or how you're paying to run the advertising on the front end to pull them in. Running and having in-app purchases becomes extremely important when you're creating an app and when you're advertising your app. So let's go through a few ways that you can actually make your app more visible. Number one, do you have a website yet? If you don't have a website, it's really important that you do have a website. There's multiple ways you can do organic SEO, pay-per-click SEO, online promotions, banner ads. You can do banner swaps on different websites. All the old ways that you used to actually promote and market a website still work for promoting and marketing your app. And if you're getting a website, make sure it's mobile compatible. Seriously, why create an app website in Flash that won't even load on an iPad or a mobile phone? So check. Use a template, use a theme for WordPress or Joomla or something like that. Keep it really simple. Doesn't have to cost you a lot of money. You can buy templates for as cheap as $6 or $16 on some of these websites, on some of these themed websites. You don't need to be paying a monthly fee for a website as well, so just keep it simple and check it. Like if you've got a mobile device, which you should have to test your apps, load your website. What does it look like? Is there a link on your website to actually download your apps? You'll be amazed how many people create these websites for their apps and don't even give someone a link to actually download it when they're interested in downloading their app. Number two, you can announce your app through iPhone app websites. So this is usually divided into two categories. So when you actually create your app and you complete the description, and this is in iTunes or Android, there's a lot of websites that actually scrape Apple for all that content, and they create review websites and links and things like that. So you might find like the huge benefits of putting your developer or your URL to your actual website in that. So when that content is scraped and put on all these other review websites and content websites out there, that they've got a link to actually go and download your app. So think of doing it that way. There's also a lot of news and review websites that scrape other review and media websites that you might want to load content on. So for example, if you create a YouTube video about your app, and have it keyworded and tagged and all the important things that you need to do when you're optimizing a video, those same strategies apply to when you're creating and loading your promo video on YouTube. Put the links in the description and the URL, and it's got to be a full HTTP / URL. You actually need to make sure that's complete. Or I think I said that backwards, but you know what I'm talking about. HTTP, you got to put that full part in, and then www. Put that into the description, and also put that at the end of the description. So if they're reading it, they can just click the link and go straight to your website or straight to download your app. So when you're doing things like that, always make sure you put a full HTTP link in reviews, descriptions, Facebook posts, anywhere, so you can drive traffic back to your website. Don't make people have to go and Google your app, because if they Google your app, something else may show up and they may download that instead. So what else can we do? Remember, for every app you publish, you get 50 promo codes. And these promo codes only last for 4 weeks at a time, and they're only good in the US. So you can only send them to people who are actually in the US App Store. So use your promo codes when you're getting app reviews and app promotion and things like that done if people want to look at your app, particularly media people or anyone doing a review, or they might be doing a review on a YouTube channel or a Vimeo channel, or they've created a video website and they're doing a video review. Don't make them pay for your website, pay for your app. Let them download it for free and review your app. Make it simple. But remember, those codes only last for 4 weeks and you only get 50 of them. So don't just waste them. One of the other things is, remember, you can use paid advertising and promotion. And there's now a lot of companies coming up that'll actually do customer acquisition for games if you've got a game, and different apps as well. So you can use those strategies, but bear in mind, that may cost several hundred or several $1,000s to set up and get working. And what you really need to know is, what's it worth to acquire a customer? And what can I pay to actually acquire that customer? Because how much are they going to spend when they're in the game or using the app, or like the upgrades, or how are you going to make that money back? That's what you really need to work out. When you're choosing to advertise, remember, not everyone has an iPhone. So there's other ways. So for example, if you've got a children's app, are you marketing to kids or are you marketing to the parents? How are you marketing to the parents? There's other ways you can promote and market to kids, but you've got to be aware of this. Not everyone has an iPhone to download it. Like, you might need to market and promote to people who are using an iPad or an iPod. Like, how do you do that? Different bands, music, different websites. Once again, or market to parents or be featured somewhere. But always remember the organic optimization in the app stores. The app stores themselves are a search engine. So what keywords do you have with your app? Here's a point you may not be aware of, is you can change your app name once you've got it published. But to do that, you've actually got to submit an update to the app. So you're going to need your coder to actually submit an update to the app, and you can change your name. Sometimes long names are good because you can put the keywords that people are going to search into a long name. So you're starting to see some app stores have, some apps in the App Store have really long names. They've got like 10 or 12 keywords in their name. Also, what keywords do you have with the app itself? You can only, once again, change when you update the app. So you might want to put in there Angry Birds or Doodle Jump or some of the other top games or top utilities or top things in your category. So when I search for Facebook, maybe, you can have your app show up. Would that help you get some extra traffic? These are all different things you can optimize. Put testimonials and different things into the app description themselves. So there's a whole heap of ways that I've just listed, and some of them are contained in this blog post, and there's a whole heap more coming, and there's other blog posts all that have to do with this topic. So put your comments and ideas and feedback below. What are you doing to get your app noticed? What are you struggling with to get your app noticed? And I'll quite certainly create some videos, let you know what we're doing, what we're working on, what other people I know are working on, and what's working for them. So this is Ben Bressington. Thanks for checking out this blog post and this video. Put your comments and feedback below, and I look forward to hearing from you and finding out what's working for you and how are you making more money from your apps. Discover the secrets of how you can make apps for free. It is possible, but I share more than that. I share the secrets of how you can create, market, and publish apps even on a low budget with no coding, programming, or design experience. It is possible. Trust me, I went from 0 to 150 apps in under 12 months. I make my entire living from my app portfolios. And I've shared the secrets of how you too can make apps in my book, How to Make Millions from Apps. And when you order today, you'll get over $128 worth of free bonuses, along with access to a VIP members-only community, which has amazing resources. So if you're looking to be successful in the apps business and create top 25 games or utilities, create apps on a low budget, this book is for you. How to Make Millions from Apps is going to fast track your app success. This is Benjamin Bressington, the author of How to Make Millions from Apps, wishing you happy success in your app journey.